Hey, you guys, this is Reshon Ellis for News, Views, and Conversations. Just want to pop in today real quick. I want to hit on a couple of relationship situations that have been in social media, news. Just want to get my little spill on it. And, when I get to this topic, I have to plug my book, The Narcissistic Game, Insight and Pointers on the Dark Side of Truth for Empaths. We are on Amazon. We have four versions of the book. Uh, we have the hard copy, paperback, we have the audio book, and we also have Kindle. Go out there and pick it up when you get a chance. We hit on a lot of what I see going on in the media with celebrities, government officials is hot. But I just want to hit on like three. It's going to be short, not too long. I want to first hit on Glorilla's sister. She's been all over the place in social media, dragging Glorilla about how she hasn't helped the family. It's been 4 years and she owes them. They were the ones that were there when she was sleeping on the floor. And a lot of people are saying, okay, you were there when she was sleeping on the floor. Y'all grew up together, wet in the bed and all of that. But were you there in the studio when she was trying to lay her tracks? When she wasn't all of this and all of that, where were you then? I mean, it has been from one thing to the other. And I actually think it's really embarrassing, not to Glorilla, but to her sister and her other brother and sister just came out too. So I guess like since Brorilla, which is what they're calling her, since she came out, now the other two, they found their strength and their muscle now to try to come out and say something too, trying to say she hasn't been there for them. She hasn't given them anything. From what I'm understanding, she's helped her mom and her dad. They even came out and spoke. Of course, people are saying, okay, well, she paid them to do so. At this point, to me, it does not matter what that is with her mom and her dad. If it's 10 of y'all, that's a lot of people. And not only that, you're grown and able bodied. Her money is her money. And I just feel like find your way, find your craft, find your passion, find what you do. If she decides to help you out, to give you, whatever she may have or pinch off whatever she may have, that's between her and God. That's the thing I think that's bad about social media now. If people see you out there posting, stunning, whatever they want to call it, you're doing this, you're doing that, that means, oh, you must got money. All I can say is don't let social media fool you. People show you what they want to show you. When I post what I want to post. I show you what I want to show you. You can take of it what you want to take of it, make of it whatever. They get caught up in the whole glitz and glamour of what's on TV, what's on social media, what people post, and take that to mean, okay, they must have it like that. And I say, okay, if they do, it's for them. They don't have to share anything with you. I was listening to a young lady the other day that was saying, hey, when you get to that level, those many millions of dollars that whatever she's making, Glorilla, um, who's paying the taxes on that? She is, not her family, not her mom, dad, brother, sister, whoever. She has to deal with that. So I say she can probably only give you whatever she can give you, but she can't give you too much because if she does, nobody wants to be like what happened to MC Hammer. He tried to take care of everybody and he ended up broke. And I know Glorilla is not trying to go back to that. I think a lot of it is jealousy as well. It's all of them coming out, particularly her sister, the main one that came out that looks just like her. Um, a lot of it's jealousy. And it's like, how dare you come out and drag your family member online to, make your statement that, yeah, she's a part of us, she's our family member, she didn't help us. While she gets to the bag, why can't you get to it? It doesn't have to be mainstream. It doesn't have to be, what's hot or whatever. Go create your world. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to be like anybody else anyway. I don't care if you do look like her. You need to have your own lane. What is your identity? What do you stand for? What is your own craft? What is your own thing? What do you have that is a representation of who you are? Not her. She's made her way. What do you do? It's in here. What do you do? What do you have? What makes you you? People got to stop trying to ride off other people's coattail to exist. How do you define yourself outside of your sister's success? Because, okay, Glorilla has even come out and said, They're not laughing with you. They're laughing at you. So, okay, this just happened like around February. I'm hoping by the end of February, early March, hopefully social media will be tired of you. Whatever money you're making, I mean, people are letting her, do like little advertisements for their food, making light of it. And I will say, she is funny as hell. But at some point, people are going to get tired of it. This is entertainment. Everything we do online, even down to sharing our shows. I used to share shows on my social media on Facebook, Instagram. I would share the teasers, let people know what's coming or even the full interviews. I don't anymore because even I want to see something different. So I just put everything on YouTube, my website and my Patreon, channel so people can go and, view things there. What I'm saying is in entertainment, a lot of shit get old. And after they get tired of watching you for so long and watching you for a while, you may even get tired of looking at yourself. All this bashing that she's doing, dragging her, they're going to get tired of looking at that. And she's going to be another has-been. And nobody wants to see that because what everybody is seeing is it is up to you to make your own world and to make your own way, is what people are saying. So, but yeah, that's my spill on the Brorilla situation. I want to hit on the Todd and Kandi situation. I don't want to say too much because I've just kind of sat back and just like listen. But now I'm hearing information as far as Kandi saying, okay, he's living in my guest house and he's not contributing. I don't know what all is going on as far as like their most interpersonal stuff, as far as their marriage, because that's a whole nother rabbit hole. The only thing I really want to hit on with this is the fact that he's living in her guest house. And I will say this, he should have had his own place before he married her. I know Mama Joyce was saying a lot of stuff, and I still do feel like, yeah, she needs to be in her own place and not be in her business. At the same time, okay, maybe it's starting to make a little bit more sense why she said something as far as her marrying him in the first place. Where was he living at before they got married? I understand he was like, working for the show at the time when she was on Real Housewives of Atlanta. But my question is, where was he living at before they got married? That's a big deal. What did he have before he got with Kandi? My point is, you have to be so careful who you connect with and who you allow to attach themselves to you. Because now that the divorce is hit, and it sounds like as well, what happened to the prenup? It sounds like they're not going to even let the prenup hold the weight that it was supposed to hold when they signed off on it. Now it's like all this holdback, and he's still in the house 30 days later. I'm like this. You married him, whatever he feels he's owed, I would give him what he needs to have and send him on his way. If you're feeling like he's living in your house, not contributing other than being daddy daycare, helping out the kids, which is, they're going to be forever tied together, is what it is. But what I am saying is, where was he living before you got married? Everyone needs to have their own place when they're dating. So if the relationship, and this is just what I think, my opinion only, everyone needs to have their own place when they're dating. And if it doesn't work out, he has something to go back to, you have something to go back to, and that's that. I honestly think it would make the whole breakup situation a lot better to where nobody is without. For the fact that he is without his own shelter, he's going to sit there and ride her nerves until the wheels fall off and until the court finally says, or the judge finally says, okay, this is what we're doing, and now he can go on. He ain't leaving no time soon. So I say this to men and women, if you're dating, make sure that person has their own stuff. Because if not, they're going to ride your nerves. And I think she's even called him a squatter. They're going to ride your nerves till the wheels fall off. And especially if you got children and you're married, they're not leaving early. They're not leaving soon. They're not leaving no time soon. They're going to be there to ride your nerves till whenever, until the judge finally says, okay, this is how we're going to split whatever, this, that, the third. I really think he should have had his own place. If he had his own place, he would have been gone by now. Been gone. Yeah. So that's my spill on Todd and Kandi. And like I said earlier, I'm sure there's so much more in their marriage relationship. And I really don't like to talk about the bad, but I want to talk about the things that could probably help put both people in a better situation. Brorilla's sister, Glorilla's sister, get a job. Her other sisters and brothers, get a job. Find your own identity. Todd and Kandi situation, he need his own place. He should have been had his own place. Don't go date anybody else no matter how much money you have. No, what does he have? What can he bring to the table? If he ain't got nothing, you need to link up with him. It sounds like she was more of a come up for him than he was for her. Again, all that's in here. So you won't get dead and lose all your millions. I want to hit on one more person, and that was Cardi B and Stephon Diggs. This situation, short and sweet for me. All I have to say is, and I love Cardi B. I am a Cardi B fan. She should have never linked with him in the first place. I don't know if she was trying to make Offset jealous, and that's the worst thing a woman can do to make a man jealous is go get up under another man just to make him jealous when she knew that Stephon, he already had baby mothers before she got with him. And now that she's in the mix, now she's one of them as well. And whatever happened at Super Bowl Sunday, last Sunday, with him inviting one of the other children's mothers there, she paid how much ever millions, 1.2 million, I believe, on the after party for the Super Bowl that they said that she didn't attend. I guess they had words about the other baby mothers showing up. So it's a whole big mess. My point is, if you knew this was the kind of setup that he had, did you really think he was going to stop what he was doing because you're in the picture? Now, excuse my expression, but it is what it is. It's like when she came into his fold, his harem of women, it's pretty much like saying, do you want to be one of my hoes or not? You see what's going on. I got this one, that one. And from what we're understanding here lately in the news, he busting babies every week. I think he even went back to one of them that he was seeing and got her pregnant again. So my point is, this is Cardi B's fault. You saw what the setup was. You should have never entered. You should have never entered. You should have never got involved. Because see, now that you're in it, this is what this is. And either you're going to accept it or you're not. Another thing I want to mention is if she looks at herself, she makes more money than any of those other children's mothers make. So right there, she is quadruple grade A supply. She the top chick. She got more money than all of them. So my point is, you let him degrade you. Those other ones, they don't even hold a candle to what you make, to your beauty, what you have to offer, and you let him do you like that. It's time for change. It's time for change. You bring more to the table than they do. You can even pay your own way. Matter of fact, you don't even need him. You got your own bag. You got your own money. You have your own career. You have your own identity. Cardi B, you got to make a change. You better than this. The whole everything about him is embarrassing. People are saying, and even I'm saying, if you were going to do this, could have just stayed with Offset. And this is what happens when people have narcissistic relationships. They go and date the duplicate of the person that they just left. He's the same spirit that Offset is, but he's worse. He's worse. So it's like, what did you get? You jump from one frying pan to the deep fry in getting with Stephon Diggs. He's worse. I'm even hearing some other rumors going around saying that he's DL. Don't know. Allegedly, that's what they're saying. Again, it looks very suspicious now when you see men keep going out here populating and having all these kids. What void is he trying to fill by doing this? Again, she's better than this. She deserves better than this, but she needs therapy. She needs healing. We can't just keep going to jump in relationships after we get out of one thing and go pop in something else, go jump into something else, and now you're going down the same rabbit hole again. Different body, same spirit, narcissism. And the thing that should be encouraging is look at you and what you bring to the table and look at the other women. They need him. She don't. So you're going to just sit here and take this from him and you don't even need him financially? It don't even matter about the child that you have. But at this point, you can take care of the kids yourself. So there's no point in letting him embarrass you, make you look bad, as if you really need him when you don't. Just wanted to highlight these three subjects because I've just been sitting here listening for like 2 weeks. Like I said, I normally don't come back within like about a week or so, sometimes I just kind of sit back and just like take everything in, like, wow, I hear what people say, but I know what I think ultimately. So yeah, but yeah, in all three of these cases, we got to do better. As I said earlier, have your own identity. In each of these cases, Cardi B, Kandi and Todd, Glorilla, her family situation, everybody needs their own identity to be who they are. And whoever you are, you should never let other people come in on who you are and dumb you down, turn down your volume so they can shine off of your coattail, so they can shine off of what you popping and doing, so they can shine off of your light. And don't let them bring in other women over you to overshadow who you are. You know who you are. You know who God created you to be. Never let anyone dim your light. Continue to do what made you who you are. And for those who don't have light, go find some. Find out what you like. Find out what you want to be. Find out what representation you want to represent for yourself, for your children, for your own path, not what other people are doing. What do you do? What do you bring to your own table? That's what I'm saying. That's what we're talking about in this book. We are on Amazon.com. Again, paperback, hardback, audiobook, and Kindle. Find yourselves. We all got to stay finding ourselves so we don't get caught up in anybody else's web to bring us down and we can't shine. And then you'll be moving just how the devil wants you to move, in darkness and lost. Just wanted to bring these topics up because it's been a lot popping and going on back to back, and I had to give my spiel on it. So I will see you guys in the next video with Shonellis, Shonellis Radio TV. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If there are any topics that you want me to hit on, email us at shonellis.entertainment2@gmail.com. shonellis.entertainment2@gmail.com. I will see you in the next one, and have a great rest of your Valentine's Day weekend.